Hi everybody, we're going to do a little weight loss video for you. Are you ready, David?
Surely.
Come to the front of your yoga mat, and this is for hips and butt, so woo, let's do it. Float your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bow forward, drop your head. Step back into a downward facing dog. And start to rock your body forward with your hips and then down towards the ground. So squeeze your butt when you come down there and then come up and back into a downward dog again. Breathe in and forward and down and squeeze your bottom. Good. Up and back. And forward and down. Squeeze your bottom. I like to use my accents. Come up and back. And exhale, forward and down. We're gonna stay here. Turn the tops of the feet down. Turn the tops of the feet down. Squeeze your bottom, pull your heart forward. Ooh! Bring the knees down. And bring your hips into table. So you're gonna walk your hands underneath your shoulders. So blankets for the knees is always a nice idea. Help pad out those knees. And then bring your forearms down to the ground. Your left knee is gonna come up behind you. And we're gonna pump that knee up and down. You wanna feel the buttocks getting stronger. Do you feel it, David?
I feel it's really weird.
So don't kick, you're not a donkey.
Oh.
Just look, boing, boing. Your knee is on a mini trampoline, just boinging up and down.
Yeah, like kicking.
You don't like it?
No, it's the same as kicking.
No, you're doing it wrong with your leg. Look at mine. You can't even turn your head. This guy needs yoga bad. We're boinging the right knee up and down. We want to feel it in the glutes, in your bottom. And then we're going to push up and try and touch the ceiling with the sole of your foot. The knee stays bent, so don't do what David's doing. Do what I'm doing, okay? I just want to point that out, okay? Just try and touch the ceiling. Breathe.
Okay.
And now we're going to push up to our hands, keeping that right knee bent. Watch out for the wall behind you. Extend your right leg long, straight out from your hip. Breathe in. Open that right leg out to the right without opening or rotating the leg. Tap the floor with the toes on that right side. I just did something wrong, but that's okay. Lift, cross to the other side, tap the floor. Lift, cross, tap the floor. Lift, cross, tap the floor. Lift, cross, tap the floor. What are you doing? Right. Lift, cross, tap the floor. Why are you doing that? Lift, cross, tap the floor. Lift out behind you, straight out behind you. So our left legs are behind us, not really because we're mirroring you. Left hand under the shoulder, and the right arm comes out in front, so the palm faces in. Do you feel it?
I feel it.
Where do you feel it?
My butt.
I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my butt. No? Right hand comes down, lower your left knee. Whee! Wag your tail from side to side. Good. Lower your forearms down to the ground. And then take your right knee up behind you and pump up and down with the knee. Yes, you got it.
Thank you.
Oh my God, you're so good now. You're like a genius now on this side. Pump up and down. Pump up and down. Wow, wow, wow. Keep going. Do you feel it more on this side?
No, less.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I wonder if that's because you're doing it right. You're starting to lose it. You're starting to lose it though. Push up and hold it. Can you feel the right butt cheek? Do you feel it? Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Do you feel it? Good. Now push up to your hands. Extend that right leg long. Open the leg out to your right. Tap the floor with the toes. Lift, cross to the left. Tap the floor. Lift, cross, tap the floor. Lift, cross, tap the floor. Lift, cross, tap the floor. I think we found David's new favorite thing to do. Lift, cross, tap the floor. Lift, cross, tap the floor. Lift, cross, tap the floor. Now you're doing it, David. Come out behind you and hold it. It was hard to stop him, I think. Right hand stays under the shoulder. Look, he can't wait. He can't wait. Left arm forward, palm faces in. Keep your neck long. You're looking down at the front of your mat. We are breathing. We're breathing, Houston. Lower the hand. Woo! Lower that right knee. Oh my God. Good. So toes are curled under. Let's sit back for a second with the hips. Give the glutes a little bit of a breather. And stretch the feet as we do that. Good. Come forward and into a downward dog. And then just sway your hips from side to side. Nice deep breath, y'all. Good. Take your left leg, reach it up behind you. Are you breathing?
Yeah.
Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Boop. Oh, very nice, David. Good. So we're going to come into a low lunge with the legs. And you're going to push into your back heel. You're going to open this left foot out so the toes point at an angle to your left a little bit. You got it?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say what you look like right now. Bring your hands up to this front knee, lifting your body, stay in the low lunge. Toes are pointing out. This gets right into that left glute area, right in here.
Don't poke. Seriously, I'm trying to balance.
Good. Now, if you want a little bit more strength, you're pushing into the back heel. You can bring your hands in prayer. Oh my God, it's amazing.
No, I'm not doing that.
He's not doing it, but you can if you want. Keep breathing. Smile. Good. Lower your hands down before you'll die. Lift your hips up and kick your left leg up behind you. Lower to a downward dog and take your right leg up. Breathe in. Step the foot to the outside of your right hand. Oh, good. Point. Look, you can't. I love how you can't wait to get there. Point the right toes open. You're pushing into the back heel. You're in a low lunge. The hands walk to this front knee. Keep pushing. Back foot, back heel. Stay here. Really lift your body up out of your pelvis. Maybe your hands in prayer.
No.
Or no. Yes or no?
No.
Keep breathing. Hands come down. Good. Kick your right leg up behind you. Downward dog. Boop, 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 boop. Head is heavy. Knees to the ground. You think that's going to be your saving grace.
Wow.
But we have a lot of strengthening here to do. Hands walk under the shoulders. Right, you come down to the ground, you're like, oh my God, thank God. But no, no, no. Lift your left knee open to your left, like you're a dog going to the bathroom on a fire hydrant. Okay. You're going to squeeze your left shoulder, left knee forward towards this left shoulder.
Okay.
And then swing the leg back behind you and look over the right shoulder at your left foot. Now, David's doing something with his hip that I see a lot in classes. Yes, David, open that hip up. Good. Bring the knee forward towards this left shoulder. And then back, look over the right shoulder at your left foot. Open up that left hip. Open up the left hip. On top of the right, David. Yes. Bring the knee forward towards this left shoulder. Back again. Rotate open. Jaw relaxing. Out to the left. Hold it. Breathe. Out to the left.
Oh,
and lower the knee down. Ah, good. Hands under shoulders, fingers are spread wide. Breathing deeply. Right knee opens out. Squeeze the knee forward towards the right shoulder. Back behind you with the knee. Open the hip up on top of the left. Open it up. Look over your left shoulder. Bring the knee forward towards the right shoulder. Back behind you. Look over your left shoulder. Open that right hip on top of the left. Bring the right knee forward towards the right shoulder. Back behind you. One more time. Look over your left shoulder. Good. Bring it over to this right side and lower the knee down. Open the knees wide and come into a child's pose. The big toes touch and we sit back with the hips. Open the knees wide, the big toes touch. Rest your head. Good. Bring your body forward onto your belly. So you can take your blanket to the side, get it out of the wee, come onto your belly. Oh, gosh, I feel so tall now for this mat. Rest your head. I wonder if I grew in the last couple of minutes. Ooh. And then lift your right leg up off the ground, the whole leg. The knee and everything.
Got it.
The whole right leg.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we're going to hug the right heel towards the buttocks. And then we're going to extend that leg long. And then we're going to hug the heel and extend the leg long. Hug the heel. Extend the leg long. Hug. Extend. Hug. Extend. One more. Hug. And extend. We're going to keep the leg lifted. David's dying. Lower the leg. Are you okay?
All good.
Left leg lifts up, the whole leg. Knee and all. Heel hugs towards the buttocks. Extends. Heel hugs and extends. Keep going. Keep going, breathing deeply, hugging and extending. Let's extend and hold as you lift the leg up. Keep it lifted. Lower the leg. Woo! Bring your hands under your shoulders. Breathe in. Lift your chin and chest and squeeze your bottom. Look down in front of you. Let your jaw relax. Keep your neck long. Good. Let's push up into table. And we're going to lay down facing each other onto the right hip. So I'm not going to be mirroring you all watching the video. So come onto your right hip, which is a little confusing for David because he's on his left, but that's okay because I just don't want, just mirror me, okay? I'm now your mirror. So we're going to lay down with our head in our lower hand, right hand for those of you watching. Bend the knees, stack them. Lift your whole top leg up off the lower leg and then lower it down. So you're just going to lift and lower. But try to keep your knees pointed straight forward in the same direction rather than rotating open, okay? So lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep going. This only gets better.
You think?
I do think. David's feeling this in his butt. Is that where you feel it?
Yeah.
Do you feel it on your hip?
Yeah.
Are you breathing?
I am.
Okay. Lift and hold the leg. You just like exhaled everything onto me. Like a dragon. Lift and hold. Good. Breathing. Straighten the top leg. Kick it towards me. Kick it forward. And then swing it back behind. Swing it forward as far as you can go. Swing it back behind. Go ahead. One more. Swing it forward and back behind. Good. Let's bring it to center, bend the knee and lower it down. You're going to take your knees, and this is important, you're going to slide them back so they're in line with your hips, okay? Your feet are going to lift up as high as you can. I like to call this mermaid.
Okay.
Okay? So knees in line with hips, feet up as high as you can. Now your feet stay together, okay, this whole time. Just the top knee lifts up and lowers down. Lifts up and lowers down. So my feet stay together, top knee up and down. So you can feel that it's a different area of the glutes, right?
Yeah.
Are you numb?
Little bit.
Little bit. Lift and lower. Woo! Tell me when you start to feel it. Keep breathing. I've only done this like 4 times today. No.
Good too.
Yeah. Lower the leg down and lower the feet. Extend your legs long so they're on top of each other. And then you're just going to take your left arm, your lower arm, underneath you. So those of you watching, it's your right arm underneath you. Right elbow under shoulder. Elbow under shoulder. Lift your right leg up. Lift your lower leg up. Squeeze your bottom so you add padding to the underside hip there. Lift out of this lower elbow so you're not collapsing. Both legs lifted. Right, the top arm can come up if you want. If you want. Breathe. Lower the legs. Oh my God, you were too much. So now we're just going to flip over to the opposite side. Take your time. So facing me, Mr. B. Just flip over to the other end of your mat.
Oh, that makes more sense.
And you're going to lay onto head on hand. Actually, you know what? I am going to keep my head at this end. So left hip and your head. So you can, if you want, turn the other way. So as long as you're laying on your right side,
Okay.
it don't matter which way you face. So head in hand, but if you don't know what you're doing, then you're going to have to turn around and look at me, okay?
Okay.
So knees are bent. They're stacked on one on top of the other. You're going to lift and lower your whole top leg. I know you're doing great back there because I can see you. Lift and lower. Breathe a little deeper. So again, you can start to feel it as you're lifting and lowering. Yes?
Yeah.
It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. And remember, we want to keep the knees pointing straight, not rotating open at all. And you're going to lift that top leg up and hold it there. Let your jaw relax. So now straighten that top leg and kick it forward out in front of you. And then kick it back behind you. Watch out for your friends. And then forward. Give it a kick and then back. I'm so scared he's going to hurt me right now. And forward and back. And forward and back. Good. Now lower the leg down so the knees are stacked. Slide the knees back so they're in line with your hips. Lift your feet up as high as you can. Keep the feet together. Lift and lower your top knee. Up and down. Make sure your knees are in line with your hips. Lift and lower. Woo hoo hoo hoo. You can feel as if you're lifting the knee up, you might be able to even feel it in your waist, the side of your waist. Where do you feel it, David? Say that again. I wasn't looking. I still really didn't say, but whatever. I'm just gonna agree. Yeah. All right. Let's lower that knee down, and then extend the legs long. This is the one that David doesn't like very much. So we're going to push our way up to this left elbow. And you want to not do what David's doing. He's demonstrating what not to do. The left elbow is underneath the shoulder And we're not collapsing into this arm, we're pushing out of it. So you want to actually push the ground with that lower arm. And then take your top leg up, take a breath, and lift your lower leg up. Squeeze your right shoulder towards your right hip. And that arm can lift up towards the sky. So upper shoulder squeezing towards upper hip, and the arm reaches up towards the sky. Good, lower the legs, lower that top hand, and you're just gonna roll right onto the belly again. Now a little reprieve. We're gonna rest the head here, bend the knees, and windshield wiper the lower legs from side to side. He's kind of kicking me a little bit here. I think he's mad.
I'm not kicking you.
I think he's mad. Good. Lower your right leg. Lower your right leg. Reach your left hand back and grab that foot and hug the heel towards the buttocks. Just rest your head here for a moment. Good. Releasing. Let's switch sides. Right hand grabs the left foot. The right hand grabs the right foot is what I meant. So the cool thing about yoga is you can focus on a certain area of the body, but pretty much most moves that you do in yoga, you're working on a lot more than just that area. So, case in point, grab both feet and hug both feet towards the buttocks, right? So we're gonna work on the back body. Dave is dying. It's like I beat him up in the street. So now you're gonna push the ankles into your hands, lift the chin and chest off the ground, and then lift your knees up off the floor. So we're squeezing the buttocks, working on the back body, but you're also stretching the front body here. Hug the knees and the ankles in towards each other. So you're stretching the front body. Oh, good. Lower down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, push up and back, and come into child's pose. So the big toes touch, the knees open wide, and we reach the hips back, arms out in front, and bow the body down. Doesn't that feel good?
Yeah.
Just take a moment to breathe. And then lift your head, rock the body forward, and flip onto your back. Good. So press down into your feet evenly. Take your arms alongside your body. Breathe deeply in. And on the exhale, you ready? Lift your hips up off the ground. Go as high as you can go with your hips, squeezing your bottom. Feet are planted into the floor. The knees are hip-width distance. And the feet are glued, but pretend that your feet are trying to slide back towards your shoulders. You feel that strengthening in the glutes when you do that? In the hamstrings? Mm-hmm. And then lower your hips down towards the ground. Good. Walk your feet back so that the fingertips can touch your heels. And we're going to inhale, exhale, hips up off the ground again as high as they'll go. Glue the feet down into the ground and hug back with the heels. Keep squeezing with the buttocks. And lower the hips again. Good. A nice deep breath in. We're going to do one more time. Lift those hips up. Squeeze the buttocks. Now rock your shoulders underneath your body and interlace your fingers underneath your back. Rock a little more. Get the shoulders under there. Open up the chest. Squeeze the buttocks. Press the arms down into the ground. Keep pushing into the feet. Hug back with those heels. Good. Releasing the arms. Lower the hips down gently to the ground. Hug the knees into the belly. Doesn't that feel good? Now rock a little bit here from side to side on your lower back. Good. Let the knees circle in one direction together. Just a little final thing here, and then circle the opposite way. Not really a final thing. We're going to do one more thing. I lied to you, but that's what marriage is. That's how marriage lasts. Lying. No. Okay, take your left ankle above your right knee. And then hug your right knee in towards your body. So one hand goes through the middle of the legs, your left hand, and you're holding with the right hand underneath the right hamstrings. Yeah. And then you're just breathing. Try to relax your left foot. Relax it, relax it. Open your heart, soften your jaw. And then let's switch sides. Hug the left knee in. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Do you know it's funny, when we're facing in this direction, we don't have to do the opposite, I guess. But we are. Keep breathing and hugging that left knee in. So, how do you feel here, David?
Good. I feel it.
Do you really feel it, David?
I do feel it.
Do you feel it a lot?
A lot.
Uncross, bring your legs straight up towards the sky. And a little fun last thing, for those of you at home, if you'd like to do this, is a plow posture. So you're going to push into the arms, swing your legs up and back behind your face, and bring your feet down to the floor. Hands to the lower back, elbows walk in, curl the toes on the floor. Oh boy, hips above the shoulders. How's he doing over there? I'm afraid to look. Keep pushing into the heels. And then once you're there, you can practice half plow, one leg up, one leg back and down. What are you doing?
I'm doing this bit. This is all right.
And you can do the other leg up and the other leg down. And then make your way, when you're ready, down to the ground. And sit yourself up. So we hope that you enjoyed that somewhat and got a little something out of it. Weight loss is a journey. Hips and butt, also a journey, as you can tell by Mr. I don't know what to call you, but your butt needs,
David, I'm your husband.
your butt needs to be built a little bit.
There's nothing wrong with my butt.
There's nothing wrong with your butt.
You just said there was something wrong with my butt.
I'm just saying, you need to build it. Namaste. Be truly you. That's what his doctor told him. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It's not like some major medical
Namaste.
problem. Namaste.